I said people could be joining while I was gone. So I'll be back in a sec. I'm just running for a quick wee. I'll be back in a sec. Now I'm back. I said I'd multitask. Go for a quick tea while people were joining. Hi Siren from Seattle. I've only a vague idea of what this game is like. I think it's just kind of like an RPG, but it's Xseed, so I like Touhou. I thought it would be kind of shorter than all the other kind of RPGs I have are long, and I only have till 7, so Liz just sent me a message. I don't know whether she's on yet. I don't think so. That her dog was protesting and he wouldn't make a boo. So I'll give this one more minute then and I'll start because I'm a bit behind on everything today. Yeah, clean protest. One of the other characters gets attacked, and I can't remember which one because I'm very bad with the Touhou character names. And you have to figure out who did it, really. I think these kind of games are kind of more about the normal games are like bullet hells. So it's kind of trying to be an RPG would have that kind of bullet hell kind of element in it. So I'm going to be Sakuya, which is the girl in the blue, because I'm pretty sure Rem is the girl in the pink. And she uses little like dagger knife things. So she's like they're made. All the Touhou, I think there's only one Touhou character that's a man. All the rest of them are girls. So there's kind of like a girl for everybody. I like Suwaka because she likes frogs. Remu is like a priestess character. She's like kind of one of the main characters. Her and Marissa, but I like Marissa as well. She's like a witch, like a western style witch with a kind of pointy hat and stuff. I suppose kind of more hocus pocus. She's kind of like a big black, a black pointy rimmed hat, and she's kind of like a pinafore and a shirt on. So she's kind of like a maid, like a maid in anime, kind of, you know, she's like an apron and stuff. She's also one of the kind of the main, kind of more the better known characters. I mean, technically this is kind of like a fan game type thing. It's kind of weird the way that it's branched out. Like you can have there's a Pokemon version of this game where all the Pokemon are these characters. And there's like loads of memes, and there's meme songs, and yeah, there's Pokemon one. There's like a beat 'em up. There's the Buddha Hills. This is an RPG. It's meant to be a really good RPG on Steam. That's kind of like Earthbound or something. It's meant to be good in a sense of what do you call it? Kind of gameplay wise, I guess. It's meant to be really good. If you looked up she's kind of very weirdly sized. Because I mean, she's obviously taller than Rem is, so how could she be smaller than the bed? The music is nice. It's kind of Persona-y. I can't move the camera. I'm so sorry about that. Normally this is why I stream late in the evening. Those people on their bikes don't normally pass after 8 o'clock. Don't ask me why. You played one of the 90s Bullet Hells. Yeah, I wouldn't even know, even if you told me it was like Scarlet Rhapsody or whatever, it doesn't mean anything to me. So I have a normal attack, and then I have, this is like my stronger attack. So when I fight monsters, I think I get extra ones of these. Was that Aecon? Oh my god, like that was like what, 2014? Oh, I thought she was friendly. It doesn't control bad. Seems okay. As per the memes, I presume that the first boss will be Kierno, because they always flag Kierno, because she can't attack forward like this. She can only do, so if you stand in the middle you can't get it. But I could be wrong, could be some. Oh, it was like a way earlier Aecon, not when we went to Aecon, when Aecon was ending. That was a really good con though. There was like fireworks and everything. Oh no, I can't. My people love frogs. Obtain deck brush, okay. You just see the dog video that I sent to you earlier. I always feel like somebody's watching me and start playing. Yeah, it was very well organised. And the over 18s, it did. It totally made a difference. Not that I think that, like, I think people, the younger crowd have come on a bit. They're not as messy as what they used to be. They used to be quite messy. They're not so bad now. Like somebody was saying that there shouldn't be children at cons, but when we were at Kaizoku, it was ProZD was doing a panel, and it was a Q&A. So the kids were asking him questions, like they were probably about 8 or 9, but they were like giving him like sass. They were like, you know, he was saying, oh, my favourite character in this show is this character, and they were like, oh really, you like shit characters? And I thought they were so funny. But he was saying then, like, to the parents, like, that if he knew what the characters were, they probably shouldn't know what the characters were. It wasn't really like a show that they should watch or whatever. They were just kind of shrugging their shoulders. I suppose that's like a totally different thing, but I thought they were really funny. Because he like couldn't like say anything back to him. Aecon was on in Coventry? Was it Coventry? I remember the guy on the plane was like, you know, are you going to somewhere else from Coventry? And I was like, no, I'm staying in Coventry. And he was like, why would you go to fucking Coventry? It's a shithole. I was like, maybe I like going from one shithole to another shithole. Yeah, it was in Coventry, okay. Was there even guests there? I actually can't even remember, other than like one or two of the panels that we went to together. I actually can't remember anything that we did. I remember we were talking with Bea, and Seth was with us, and one of the lads I knew from online, he was there. I remember your friend did a really good panel on mythology, the guy with the glasses, and that was amazing. Yeah, we did hung out in the game room a lot. We were playing what was it? Poppin' Music on the PS2, the one it had like little colourful buttons. And we were trying to get to play, we were trying to do the Sonic race, and the guy was hogging Sonic 2. And I was delighted because he lost, the guy who was hogging it. And he came second to another guy who had one go. And he beat him, and I was beaming. I was like, that's what you get for hogging the thing the whole weekend. You get second, you don't even get a prize. You got showed up. So he was probably on it all weekend trying to like get it back. I was like, but would I have beaten him? That's what killed me, was I could have, because I did a race, a Sonic 3 race, I think, at Brocon years ago, and the guy behind me, I was doing really well, and he went, wow, you're doing great, and he totally put me off. And I asked, could I do it a second time, because, you know, him shouting into my back was, you know, I know he was doing it in a nice way, he was trying to cheer me on, like, but I was like, can I not have the second try because you put me off? And he was like, no, the rule is you can only do it once. And I came third, I think, because I was like on a platform and I fell off, and I didn't really think that was fair, but oh shit, I'm running really low on HP. Oh cool, that worked out really well. A bad game. It's not bad at all. Like, I thought, now when I looked at the trailer, it was kind of a bit naff looking, and it still is a bit naff looking because the size ratio was kind of a bit off. But gameplay wise, it plays perfectly fine. Oh, that it's a real-time RPG, yeah. I have another game there that's similar to this, and it's called Malicious Fallen, but I wasn't sure whether I would give it a go. It looked a bit hard, but I might do. I have it downloaded, so one of the other games I had a proper look at, and I don't think that I was actually as mad about it, so I was kind of glad I got to narrow down some of the games. So I have Malicious Fallen, I have this, and this was a tiny game. It took about 20 minutes maybe to download. I should actually check my equipment now as well and see if I am, because I got stuff. Okay, deck brush. Apron. throat. Oh, okay. Skill select. Wound sign. Throwing knives. Oh, they seem okay. Slice up enemies at lightning speed. Maybe I'd be better off to give it a go. Yeah, I might give it a go. Instead of charging instead. Oh wow. That did loads. I got a trophy combo breaker. Together. Where is it telling me to go? Oh, right to jump up. Oh, okay, okay. Sometimes it's always hard to tell when you're which plane you're on. I'm really bad at that. I'm glad that it's kind of not really a hard game because I've Call of Cthulhu at 7. I really should have the clock in front of me. I'm trying to remember when I have to come off. Some of the sound effects upsetting Pablo. Oh no! Poor Pabs! A 6:05. Well, my every clock that I have is set fast, so mine is actually 6:10. That's the only way, like that, you know. Even though I know it's fast. It just helps me get ready faster. The downstairs clock is the same. It was set fast so that I could try and get to school at the right time, and it never worked. And now it's kind of running like a side scroller. Yeah, I don't know if I like it sideways. I think probably further away is maybe better. You were always late for school as well. Would you please tell my mum other people were late for school? I think it was early for school like twice in primary school. We're just not good with time. It's like in our DNA. Sustained? No, okay. So I can go up here. I thought this might be like a boss and that I'd be locked in. Oh no, sorry, I am locked in. It probably is a boss. I don't know this character now at all. It looks like the girl from Madoka Magica. that wasn't Kierno. I thought it would be Kierno. Classic music. Yeah, there's always horses passing my house. It's Traveller Pride Week as well, so I don't know whether there's extra people running around in horses. They're normally not too bad when they're passing. Some of them that go up and down with the horses, like they think like that the cars are just, you know, getting out of the way of a car is like a suggestion. And like they take over the whole road, but most of them are they're getting better than what they used to be. They normally now stay at the side like you would if you were in a bike. Like, you know, when people are giving out about them, they're like, you know, yeah, because they could get hurt. Couldn't give a continental if they got hurt. I'm worried about the horse getting hurt. Because the horse didn't make a conscious choice to be on the road. Like, obviously I don't want anybody getting hurt, like, but I really hurt. It's very easy for them to, like, you know, if they break a foot, like, that's it, like, to just get put down, and it's not really fair. But, like, you know, quality life and all this kind of thing. Oh, it's, oh, what's her name? She's a Chinese name, and I can't remember what it is. Mei Ling. I know, I don't think you can prepare Richard for sulkies. Most of them now are going up and down in not even a sulky, it's like a tiny cart, and it's grand. Because it's lovely and narrow, so the cars can still go up and down, and it's perfect. But the very high up sulky, there's no way to get out of the way of that. Like, well, my chest and all will be at me when you see him on the motorway doing it. Oh my god, I can't. I like Patchouli, she's cute. You were big into Touhou at one stage as well, Liz, weren't you? I think Mei Ling is like the only character who doesn't have a magical power. Or I could be confusing her with Mei Ling from Cardcaptors. I can't remember. I think Mei Ling in this doesn't actually have, or she's not able to fly, or yeah, I was thinking that. She won't be named. We have nicknames for her, but I think they might be too obvious. Bamboo Forest, I guess. Touhou it started as the bullet hell, and anything that's anime or manga is fan made, because the actual guy that created never made an anime of it, but there's a 3-part anime on YouTube, and it's very well animated. But everything is like a fan made or fan dub, or like this is Exceed, but technically is a fan game, I think, because I don't think your man, like, you know, you could bring out a Touhou game tomorrow. I just don't think your man really gives a shit whether you're using his characters or not. Or it seems to be the way anyway, because there's loads of like I was saying, that there was like fighting games, and this is like a kind of an RPG, and there was the Pokemon fan-made game, and I just don't think he cares. He's probably better off, because I suppose people would do it anyway. Yeah, it's true. It probably is true. That's, well, there's oh, I love seeing it spell. Yeah, I learned a fair few things about things that I didn't really care about as well. I can't remember though what specifically did I learn from that particular person, but I did learn like cross up magic. Okay. Oh, he's making another fighting game. That's cool. There was do you remember oh, what is it called? When They Cry. There was a fighting game made of that, believe it or not. It came out in the PSP. I just couldn't understand why there'd be a fighting game of it, but there you go. Not Umineko, the other one. Higurashi. There was a Higurashi fighting game. Maybe if I go in the middle. It said it was stronger, but I'm not loving it at all. I'm going to change back to the other spell. Loads of lads are into like musicals, and whether I liked it or not, like I know all the words to the Buffy musical episode. Not all the songs, most of the songs, even though I had no interest in musicals. Same for like Wicked. I know all the songs from Wicked, but no interest in musicals. I saw it when I went to London, just because the rest of them were going. But sometimes it can be good, even when people tell you stuff you don't. What would you say it? Even though you've no interest in yourself, that you do know a couple of things, sometimes comes in handy. I was talking actually about when I was in your place the last time. My nephew was talking about constantly dying in games, and I was trying to think of something that I could tell him. Yeah, like stuff for pub quizzes, like when you're doing like a pub quiz, like at an anime con, like any of the answers I used to know were just from memes. That's all I ever was able to answer, was meme stuff. We did pretty badly at the JoJo one at QCon, but a lot of the stuff was kind of referencing part 6, and I hadn't read part 6 yet. But Gavin was reading it, and he was had a post up about Foo Fighters, and I was like, oh, I know which character is Foo Fighter when it came up, so it can be kind of good. Oh, it's the blondie one. That blondie character. She has like that thing with all the eyes. It's like a warp. I can't think of what she's called though. Illusion Sign Killing Doll Spell. Bladed Deck Brush. There's an awful lot of skill stats and stuff. Okay. Amethyst. I didn't do well either in the pub quiz, not the pub quiz, but the Facebook quiz that we do every week. I came 14th after coming joint second the week before. I'd said Shane, one of the questions, the first 10 questions was they played 3 songs simultaneously and you had to guess which song wasn't playing. So you really needed a good ear, but there was times then where they were messing. Like your man made a big fart and he was given out to him, and because he was given out to him then we couldn't hear what the song was. And it was €100 if you won this week, so it was the one that had won it like 4 times before. She won it. I was devastated, but she did say that her washer had just broke, so I was kind of happy for her. So she obviously needed it more. I was going to just spend it on shite. Yeah, she's very good at the quizzes, and I don't know how, because the way it works is it's not just how many questions you get right, it's to do with how fast you are to answer the question. So you're probably kind of sometimes better off to guess it, just to have the answer in first. So a load of them then were like theme songs from TV shows like MacGyver and Moonlighting, and like I wouldn't have a clue the difference between Dallas and Dynasty's theme song. You know, maybe on a good day I might remember, but it's like I don't know. But we Zoom call, so technically we are cheating. So there's actually like me and my sister and her husband, brother and his wife, and we're all playing together through Zoom. So we'll tell each other what the answers are. Because there's stuff like stuff specifically from the 80s like that I would know. And if it was anything to do with like cartoons or anything. Like, and I said before we joined the quiz, I was saying I just need the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack to come up as a question and I'd be sorted, and then the Young Hearts Run Free came up as a question. 163. What am I losing? Am I getting more of an item track? but I get more HP. But they only played like the first 5 seconds of the song, so I could just and I was like, you know, here's my tune. Get out of the way. That's all I need is the and I know it. This is more HP. Okay, I think I leave it as what it is. I don't know, but I paid like full price for this game. Like, I mean, it's fine because I got it for free on the PS Now, but I don't know. I like it, but if it was like €20, would I be? Skill select. Launch this one by one and try this. Yeah, that's the kind of spell that I imagined that she would do. That's why I picked her. Yeah, if I go for a tenner, I think I'd prefer something like this on the Switch. There's horses past again, just don't take any notice. If it was on the Switch, you know, this is something like that you know, if I was on like a train or something that I would play, but I don't know. Like, there's 2 characters. If I unlocked, you know, if I could be any of the characters, I probably. Oh no, froggies. Don't do it to me, I hate killing them. The only thing that's annoying me about this level is probably the point of it, because it's a bamboo forest. Is there's no map, so I had 2 ways to go, and I just kind of made my choice. Perfect. I love it. I love it. This is definitely #1 favourite spell. Like, they're probably all going to go the one way it normally does with these kinds of games. Do you know, it's something that you'd play, and that if it didn't save, it didn't really matter. That's kind of the vibe that I get off it. You know, I pick up and play it for an hour. If you lost your save, it doesn't really matter. You know, something like Streets of Rage or something that you just kind of play for a bit. You don't play it. Oh no, I can't do my thingy. Do I only have a certain amount of it? I wish it told me that. I wouldn't have wasted it a while ago. Oh, now I have it. Cool. Yeah, it is. I think it's kind of like a Streets of Rage type. Not that it's the same as Streets of Rage, but that you would play it the same. Kind of casually. I suppose it's the way that I'm talking about it is what I mean. It's like a kind of casual game. You kind of pick it up and then. Yeah, I still have to get Streets of Rage 4. I suppose because we've waited so long, we may as well just wait now for a sale. I mean, it must be out 2-3 months at this stage. Oh, it's just excellent. This is like the equivalent of the you know, the police car showing up in a Suits of Rage. Was it from the second one you had the car? I used to go mad when people like, you'd be like 2 seconds into the level and you're like, don't press A, and then they press it and then you're down 1 special. Why? What does A do? Don't press it. Okay, I won't press it. It's like presses A. It is, it's so annoying, and I'm guilty of it myself. If somebody's been at the controller, because some people they change the controller buttons. So why would you do that in something like Streets of Rage? I don't know, but I've seen it happen before where, you know, they changed A to C, and then when you're trying to play it and not do the special, and you're like, oh, I must have pressed A by mistake, and then it's like, no, they've actually changed the setting so that if you press B or C, you're doing a special. Oh, I know this character. She's name is though. She's part of the group that like played musical instruments and stuff. To give an image boost in our society. Oh my god, I kind of love doing it. I watch loads of kids stuff with my nephews and my nieces. Or what was the other one? Do you remember High Five? This isn't going so well. Okay, now we're in proper Touhou. Oh god, oh god. It was on before Ricky Lake. What happened with Ricky Lake lately? I remember she was in like the news there like earlier this year or the end of last year, and I actually cannot remember why. Was she maybe like starring in a new show or something? Oh! I almost got it. I almost said, if they don't kill me first. Oh god. Oh shit. You think it was a new show? That move with the bugs is like devastating. Hi Sharon, how are you? I'm sorry, there's guys passing in on their bikes again. This is why that I normally do the stream late in the evening. But for some reason they don't pass in the evening time. I guess they go to bed at 7. Oh, there's another chest. Oh, sugar. They're really tough. I mean, I should be avoiding things that like, I just like to go in head first and, you know, do as much damage as I can. Yeah, I love the music from this game. It's still iconic. Like, I think, like, even if you, because the music is still the same, like from, you know, when it was starting out, that you know it when you hear it. It's like, oh yeah. Uh-oh. Just get some help. Yeah, it does. It puts you straight back in, so it's not really like a big deal. I think because it's basing it off the bullet hell, like you need to play it like about 10 times to even understand the routine. So or for people like me, they're just going to keep chancing their arm, getting right in there. I'm like in here hoping for iframes and stuff, and there's none of that. You didn't go to last Takuma, did you, Sharon? There was 2 of Fee's friends dressed up as Touhou characters for the con last year. And I couldn't tell you what their names are. They gave us a lift home from the cinema and that was all I could remember. They were really sound. And one of them was mad into like Commodores and stuff, so I was able to talk to them about that. Oh, you were in Canada, yeah, I remember now. Because I'd say you know who they are, it's just I don't know what their names are. Because you'd probably be in the same, like, the circle, like the LGBTQ plus circle, so it was strange actually. Like Shane would be the only one that would understand this, but one of them knew Gavin's girlfriends. And I was like, what? Was it Gavin's girlfriend? No, sorry, it wasn't. It was, oh, was it? Was it? It was like somebody from the Dublin crowd, and they also knew them, and I was like, I don't understand how you would know one of the Dublin crowds. It was either Gavin's girlfriend or Vinny's sister. It was one or the other, and I was like so shocked. It is, it's just so small. Like, I know loads of people from it, like, I'm not really, like, I don't think I should even be in there, but I just kind of get, like, put in. It was the same with, like, prizes, that I'd just, like, come with somebody else, and they were like, oh, well, I'm going, so you have to go. And I just go. And they were like, you know, what are you here for? And I'm like, I don't know, it's just tagging them on. Yeah, it's not like I was doing, like, you know, anybody being there anyway, like, you know, I'd only be sitting in the corner having the chats in the bank. This is really hard. Okay. See, I get really, like, I get this bit, like, I've learned how to do this bit. But I need to do the flying dagger more. But it's just, it's not really kind of a straight line, so. The pride inside looks really good this year, Sharon. I don't know whether you're, like, part of that. I just presume if there's anything to do with why Ireland that you're doing it. But there's, like, Dungeons and Dragons and bacon and everything. I think it's great. I shared it around and I was like, my local friends, they're kind of, like, I think one of them went to, like, march in Pride for the first time last year because it was kind of, like, tricky to kind of walk in Pride, I guess. It's not so bad anymore. But I thought that none of them would, like, be bothered with any of this stuff. And when I shared it, they were like, you know, oh, look, there's, like, this and there's that. And they were actually interested, so. I mean, if you're, like, getting people to go that don't normally join in, is, like, because I was like, I'll share to them and, like, they won't give a shit. And no, I was very pleasantly surprised that they were actually interested. I'm so close. There's a house here. Yes! Talking about Pride, that's what got me through it. Go Pride. Yeah, I had to use that. I couldn't, I could only half read. Definitely it was the long range if I was using that more often. It's true, it's way easier for them to join online. Yeah, I think there's, like, there's cave hours. Yeah, there's definitely, like, great variety in there. And I suppose as well, because it's online, it's kind of on all day. Do you know, it's not like, you know, if you didn't go on, if you weren't free at Saturday too, you know, that's it, Pride's over, do you know. Because a lot of people I know are doing, yeah, and the uptick from rural areas, definitely. There was a lovely article, I shared it on Facebook, I think Lainey had it up, and it was about a lady. I have to check now first before I continue that train of thought. Yeah, sorry, it was a lady. I just wanted to make sure before I continued it. A lady farmer in North Cork, and she was 65, and she was on Joe Duffy. I know Joe Duffy. And she said that she was getting like great support down there, and I was shocked. I was like, North Cork farmers? I was like, that's not normally, you know. But it was an article in the Irish Times. It was just lovely. It's just a nice kind of positive story. They just said that she's so happy, and it was so sweet. You catch a bit of the interview. Oh, it was so lovely. I was like, the day that I read it, I was like, that's the good feel story that I need for today. Because when I read when you read the top of the article and it's like a transgender Cork farmer, and I was like, oh God, I was like, what's the rest of it going to be? And then it's like, surprise at her positive response to telling her story, and I was like, phew. You know, like in Simpsons when she's rubbing the ice off the thing and it says human head, and it's like head of lettuce. It was such a lovely story. I shared it on my own Facebook, but it didn't get any like responses to it or anything, so I don't know what happened, whether people read it and just didn't do anything, or nobody saw it, one or the other. I'll probably start finishing up soon because I'd have to go do my Call of Cthulhu. We're doing all like very short plays at the moment, so it's nice and handy. I don't know, is there a way, does it save automatically? Maybe I can play it and go back to the map and give it another few minutes with poor froggies. If it's a red frog, it's okay, because it's, green frog is the real MVP. The water physics isn't bad. I know I'm like obsessed with water physics, but it can be very hard to do. Did you get the equipment for streaming, Sharon, from the fundraiser thing that you were doing? Because I'm kind of off Facebook and Twitter for a bit, so if it was posted on Twitter, or I suppose I could miss it either way, because you know how Facebook and stuff is like. Yeah, physics are the benchmark of any game. Like, it's not too bad, like, I don't think it's the most glamorous game, but I think because there's so much bullets, you're probably better off to have a plainer game than... Oh, will you send me the link? Send me the Twitch, because I have Twitch. Because I have Twitch, and I was like, it'll come up now, and I was like, you know, but just because I'm on stream and you're here watching me now, it just reminded me that I never heard anymore. I thought maybe you were waiting for stuff. Everything is kind of slow at the moment. I'm hoping that I get a PC soon. I'm literally just going to fire money at my brother-in-law and be like, sort it out. Because it just does not make any sense. So hopefully I'll have an option of like, not that I'm short of a backlog for my PS4 anyway, but there's like a couple of games I'd love to play, like what's the one? World of Horror. It's like a DOS horror game. It looks so, oh my god, it's unreal. And they're like still updating World of Horror. You can see them on like Twitter, they're adding like extra scenarios and things like that. Yeah, I think the point of the last one that was meant to be lost, because I thankfully have a map. I got the item. Now I'll give it another, because my clock is fast, I can give it another 5 minutes. Okay, never mind. if I die, that's kind of enough. I'll go back to the world map. One and all saves, that's great. 48, is it? What am I on? 58? Yeah, I'm on 58 on my phone and on my clock. So let's start finishing up. I'll just have quick look at what games that I had, because the audacity of people passing on their bikes while I'm trying to finish up a stream, like, do these people know who I am? So I have Exist, Archive, Malicious Fallen and Omega Quintet, and I think I have till Saturday for the PlayStation now. I just need to double check, so it'll be one of those. Maybe Exodus Archive, because I really kind of want to see it. I know, the cheek of them. There's a live stream going on here. Tomorrow I'll probably go back to the evening time and go from I'd probably be starting around this time, 7 or 8 o'clock. The only reason I was starting early was yesterday I had the quiz on at 8, and today I have Call of Touhou starting at 7, and I don't know when. I can't say for definite when they finish, because normally when we do the quiz we might have a chat afterwards, and you know, you can't just like, I have to go from a Zoom call. Sometimes people are like, where are you going? I'm doing something else. Oh, something better than me, is it? Well, my brother would anyway, because he loves a bit of a shitster. So one of those, Omega Quintet I'm looking forward to as well. It's meant to be like a idle game. It's like an idle JRPG kind of thing. It looks totally like shit trash anime type game, but you know, we can enjoy them sometimes. So maybe, because I'm sitting at home, that you couldn't be doing something else. Like, even if I wanted to do nothing, I should be able to, but I don't think there's a polite way to say, you know, I'd rather just do something else. It's not too bad if it's somebody that's like, you know, I want to go and play my game, and they're like, you know, that's grand, going away. Sitting at home in my pajamas is my plan. Yeah, exactly. But like, we'd be on for hours, I think, because none of us knew how to leave the Zoom call without being rude. Because it was kind of the start of lockdown, we were using it. Now it's just like, you know, I'm going away, bye. Nobody gives a shit. Or just say that, you know, I just say that I'm doing art or something. Because then they're like, oh, go do your drawing, love. But then you see, they might ask me then, what was I drawing? So you nearly want to have like a stash of things that you never posted and be like, or the last time I said, oh, I threw it in the bin because it wasn't really that good, but I was playing Animal Crossing. And today we did clay, so I did clay today with my mum, so I'll be doing some clay tomorrow because the huge block of A-train clay is too much, and I'd love to get a bit of clay done. So if I could do that earlier on the day tomorrow before I stream, would be fantastic. Yeah, so I think 7, maybe 8, and we'll give it an hour or so. Maybe 7. 7 is probably better, because they're kind of RPG-ish type games. It's kind of hard sometimes, you know, you get an hour in and it's just a tutorial that's finished and you don't actually know what the real game is like. So one of those, maybe Exist Archive, because I really want to look forward to that. And if my thing is gone on, yeah, then I'll do Omega Quintet and then Malicious Fallen if I still have it by Saturday. So that's the plan, and it'll be late, 7 or 8 for tomorrow and for Friday, because I have nothing on now in the evening. Is great. And Shane is back to work tomorrow. Is it tomorrow, or was it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday? I can't remember. But it'll suit you then if it's on in the evening time. Friday. So Friday late is better for you as well. And then from next week, then it'll be back to Shane. Shane might play Detroit, and I keep an eye on the walkthrough then, and we can try and see, can we actually see a good ending, because I've only seen really bad endings. So yeah, that's the plan, and I'll tag everybody anyway, and if you can come, you can come, and if you can't, you can't. There's no panic, there's no worry about it. At least people know, because the thing that was annoying me was that people would say, I would have went if I knew. It's like, how do I tell you? I don't know. It's like, yeah, but I if I don't know how to tell you, how do I tell you? It's like, will I tweet you? It's like, I don't use Twitter, and they're replying to my tweets. It's like, okay. Fucking ridiculous. So at least this one, it went okay. I don't know how much this game is on PSN, but if it's not a tenner, I won't be buying it. Maybe 15. Might switch to 15, but I definitely would prefer it on the Switch. So yeah, that's it. I better go and get the laptop on, because they'll be saying, where are you? Where are you? Because I'm always late. Always. I gotta live up to, you know, being late for school for all of my life, you know. I got to keep the tradition going. Yeah, I'll see you again tomorrow. Hopefully everything goes okay. And I mean, like, we got a good bit of the games done. You know, we got a good kind of, what you call it, a taster of PSN now then, I think, by the end of the week. I'm still not keen on keeping it. But maybe if, I think that who was saying it to me? Was it you, Shane, that said that if they should streamline it into the PS Plus and just make it one thing? I think that would be better. But yeah, maybe if they add like a game I'd really love to stream, but so far I think once it goes on Saturday, that's it. I'll just let it go. So thanks so much for coming. Really appreciate it. Anyone that commented or was lurking, it doesn't matter. Really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a nice evening.